Welcome back to Procurement Doodles, where Sri Lanka's procurement guidelines come to life one doodle at a time. You've completed the evaluation, awarded the contract, and are ready to start the assignment. But one crucial question remains. What type of contract should you use? Today, Chapter 10, Types of Contracts. The choice of contract type directly affects risk, cost, supervision, and project success. The guidelines list 5 main types. 1. Lump sum contract, the preferred and default choice for most assignments. Use it when the scope is precisely defined and deliverables are specific. Payment is made in fixed installments against deliverables, not against time spent. Cost risk is transferred to the consultant. It must deliver the defined outputs within the fixed price. Key's risk is quality. The consultant may try to cut corners to save costs. Close supervision of deliverables is essential. A lump sum is ideal for feasibility studies, detailed designs, preparation of bidding documents, or any assignment where the final product can be clearly described at the outset. 2. Time-based contract. Used when the scope of work or the required staff input cannot be accurately estimated in advance. The consultant is paid based on actual time spent at agreed unit rates, plus reimbursable expenses. Cost risk stays with the procuring entity because the final price depends on how long the work takes. Requires close supervision by the PE to monitor hours, progress, and costs. This type is appropriate when the assignment involves research, investigations, or complex advisory work where the methodology and duration are uncertain at the start. 3. Retainer and success fee contract, mainly used for financial and management advisors assisting with privatization or asset sales. The consultant receives a fixed retainer fee plus a success fee, usually a percentage of the sale value achieved. This structure creates a direct incentive. The consultant's reward rises with the sale price. However, it should be used only when success can be clearly measured. 4. Percentage contract, where the consultant is paid an agreed percentage of the project cost or transaction value. This type is strongly discouraged for normal consultancy services because it creates no incentive to control costs. In fact, it may encourage consultants to propose more expensive solutions. The guidelines permit percentage contracts only for procurement agents or inspection agents, where the fee is directly linked to the quantity or value of goods procured or inspected. 5. Indefinite Delivery Contract, sometimes called a framework contract, used when the PE needs on-call services for urgent assignments or many small tasks over a period, but the specific workload cannot be predicted. A single contract is signed with a consultant, covering agreed unit rates. Then, as needs arise, the PE issues separate delivery orders for each individual assignment. Payment is based on the time actually spent or a lump sum per delivery order. This avoids a lengthy competitive process for every small task. How do you choose? A lump sum is preferred unless there's a clear reason to use another type. Time-based is justified when the scope or staff time cannot be estimated accurately. The retainer and success fee are reserved for privatization advice. Percentage is discouraged, use only for procurement or inspection agents. Indefinite delivery is for urgent or unpredictable on-call needs. For control and training purposes, a time-based contract may be more appropriate even when the scope is defined because it allows the PE to monitor inputs and build capacity. That's Chapter 10, Types of Contracts. Lump sum, preferred, fixed price, consultant carries cost risk. Time-based and flexible, PE carries cost risk, and close supervision is required. Retainer and success fee, for privatization advisors only. Percentage, discouraged except for procurement inspection agents. Indefinite delivery, for on-call or unpredictable tasks. Choose carefully. The contract type determines how risk, cost, and responsibility are shared. That concludes our How to Select a Consultant series. Thank you very much for watching one doodle at a time. Stay tuned for more topics. Smart procurement builds a better Sri Lanka. See you next time. Hey, if you want to never miss a future upload, hit that red subscribe button, then click the bell icon right next to it. From the pop-up, choose all notifications. That way, every time we drop a new video, you'll get an instant alert. Let's grow together. Subscribe and turn on the bell now.